I'm still very ill. At least my throat is not okay, so it's gonna be fun. Okay. And let me get to chat. Let me also indulge in a custard cream. Okay, we are ready. I just dropped biscuit crumbs on me. Oh man. Already have to read? Okay. I'm ready. The ultimate despair. Also, let me turn down my volume on my end. I didn't realize how loud it was. A group of people who caused a tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now... Right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey Kyoko, can we use that key of yours to open this door?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. I don't get how master keys work, to be honest. I actually have no idea. And then... Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. They work on every door. I mean, yeah, I know that much. I just don't understand how. Like, is it that the doors are all... The locks are made to fit the master key? Or... So thank you for the chat. Here? Oh my god, my computer went black. Please, my screen. There we go. Finally, we were free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. I haven't read in so long, and I haven't used my voice in so long because I've been trying to save it. So this is gonna be so fun. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I have no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it? The little bubble. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. Get some water. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But How come? It's like your family's tradition, right? So,
Right.
because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family's creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true kitty-giddy detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go as far as to enter Hope's Peak, it was because of how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reunited after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However,
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. Now, I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, and she might have been feeling, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative, more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. Trying to get my voice to work again, Jesus. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
There's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive. Really?
so...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. And that's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and to tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? It's not. It's not. Only connected by blood, but not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. I haven't seen this part of the story in so long. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should be open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of here without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. And now what? So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too. You've helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
in other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time until we find out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. I don't think I'm reading that right. Ensnared? Kyoko is so fucking cool. Hell yeah. My baby girl. I think she has to be like top 10 of the coolest people to live. The mastermind is ensnared. I'm gonna go with that way of saying it. The last one. Ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. And ironically, the main character of the first game, literally, like, Makoto's just here being a pathetic boy and, like, he's trying his best, but at the same time, he needs everything spoon-fed to him. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Okay, ma'am. I do as she says. Can I find a gym after all this time? I swear. I always struggle still. I could just teleport there, but I kind of miss walking through the school. Oh wait, do I have any... Is it gacha time? Like low-key? I know we're on a time crunch, but first, I must gacha. I'm just gonna go until 50%. I like how your life is on the line and the only thing you think about is gacha. Someone's gotta do it. Someone's gotta do it, we just did a trial. The game gave me an option, I'm gonna take it. Oh my god, look at that luck. Could never be me in any other gacha game. No. I don't even know what to do with half of the items that I own from this gacha. I will take a custard cream. I will do that. Okie doke. That was enough, gotcha. I actually got something new out of it. I should probably get going. Probably. Okay, gym. Gym.
Well now.
Oh god, am I gonna be able to do Monokuma voice while sick? Let's find out.
Hey. Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Melu. Thank you. Actually, that makes it better after that biscuit.
I don't believe it!
But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
Shing! If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
Making me angry!
Base Monokuma.
So now I punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko?
Right.
Do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
no.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that matters to you, right?
Huh? Hi, you lose?
Hey!
You? Explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't all that what you were expecting. I can read. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right,
And in response to that unexpected development,
indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come in our aid, even after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
And now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of the rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. I know he did it, I just can't prove it yet. Don't just say it like that.
What is this? A comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth.
are you trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by this despair you love to inspire. You so love to inspire. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
Indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you ever were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto.
Yeah, Chad, right? What would you think if you killed Makoto?
They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Kyoko
Listen to me.
always gets the ROST. For real, it's... The music in this game is so good.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up.
You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it.
Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence,
You'll be accepting your own defeat.
if you want to earn our despair fair and square,
that's what we have to do.
Then I suggest you take my advice.
so what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school's regulation to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
She said it.
Hey,
Preach, girl, preach.
Well, what would make for a proper that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say?
A fair trial, one last showdown.
In other words,
This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting so bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. And now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
you guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I am pre-bear to agree to your terms. Will you hope win? Will your hope win out? Or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So, for this final face-off, you have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
Allow me to cough for 1 second. Okay, cough out the way.
All the mysteries? And that's right. Every last mystery that's pouring around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of the school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all of that,
We all face execution, right?
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
Hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement.
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception of that.
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why do you go quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone and get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go?
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. I miss going crazy. I miss going crazy with the lines. If only my voice would allow it today. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. You are doing a good job, don't worry. Thank you. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us.
Yeah, true.
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. 1 minute breaky as I take a bicky breaky as well. I will have a custard cream. It shall give me strength. I have half. Okie doke. Huh?
because
It's all because of the one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
Hello, Shripshi. Hello.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
So,
They had to show the world something no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
I don't know why Makoto is getting more and more pitched up. The outside world has a name for the students of Hope speak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That their goal, that's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? He's just repeating what she's saying. But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least, that's how those who were watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
Junko jumpscare. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. My headphones are dying. So because my headphones are dying, I gotta plug them in. And plugging them in means I gotta get really close to my laptop. That's fun. Why now? Why now? And of course it's on the left side and my port is on the right side. Oh, they're plugged in. How am I gonna do this? Oh god. Do I need the music? Do I really? Okay, we move the mic up. We move me closer. Move the laptop down. I don't know what fell. Phone there so I can look at chat. There we go. All sorted. All is good. Is this... I hope this is okay. Okay. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. Gambling?
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. look, took it a small. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't just relax yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this game,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now, we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? I'm gonna move my bottle to the left, because the wire is in the way now. Where do I go? Does it show me where they are? We'll figure it out. Well, it's nighttime, so they're probably all sleeping. Back to the Despair Hotel. Is this gonna work? Dead, me. Byakuya. Surely he's awake. Is he inside?
Hey,
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Damn. Dead. Dead. Toko. This is Toko's room. Is she inside?
hey,
I don't think she's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. Dead. Dead. Owie.
hey,
Oh my god, none of them are in the rooms. Dead. Dead. Surely.
hey,
Dead. Great. Fantastic, none of them are in the rooms. Maybe I just haven't looked hard enough at the map. Oh, Kyoko's there, that's reassuring. Gym. First floor. Wait, how do I switch between the... Is this just the first floor? Wow. Oh well, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. If I go up the stairs, then surely it should show me the map for that place, right?
hey,
Yeah, I'm still being lazy. Oh, what did she say? I just completely ignored
Hey.
her. For now, let's head to the dorms where everyone else is. No! Damn. You can also look at every floor from the map at every floor. Also thanks Kyoko, right? Thanks Kyoko. I've tried looking at their dorms, they're not there. Maybe they're in the dining. Maybe. I'm not wasting her time, right? And suddenly we were greeted with... You again. 103.1.255. Is he broken?
whew.
I suppose his emotional instability reached his limit. Jeez, what the heck? 10 out of 10. Peak voice acting. Why, thank you, thank you.
However,
I think I like to emulate the brokenness of the dialogue. I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Oh. The music.
Makoto?
You guys!
Oh, I've never seen them look at me this happily.
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
huh? You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'll take that, Byakuya, I'll take it.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
What if I am? Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Oh, Makoto.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks.
Ah, it's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog.
Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Let's go left to right.
Yo!
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't get to go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me neither. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say that they had their life saved by a computer program. I think today's climate's a bit different, Byakuya. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. I didn't mean to go to the kitchen, thank you, game. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone?
Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again.
And?
No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked.
There weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Ugh, you stink. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you!
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. This girl. No!
Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win.
She seems happy for some reason.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? Thanks, man. No, I didn't do it. Like I kept telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer. And of course, it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
Can we kill Hiro asking for a friend? I mean, what? No, everyone here is friends and we must make it out together. You spotted the trap? Did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
Thank you for the stretch.
I'm stretched. I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later.
So knowing all of this,
What do we do now?
About that.
it's about who killed Mokuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind?
But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this game, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies.
Oh,
Everyone?
no!
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us?
I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with the master.
I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
Anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mokuro and all the school mysteries.
It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all of those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh?
I
I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint?
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh? But why?
So in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game.
Then the mastermind is...
There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Oh, sorry, that was Toko voice.
And then Mukuro. And you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? I like how they just believe Monokuma again, right? Literally. After everything? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way! You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet.
Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. I will do 1 minute breaky, tie my hair up, get some water, and we keep going. We keep going. I mean... There is my hair clip. Oh, there was one. I have 2 hair clips and one of them was next to me, but I didn't see that one. It's getting serious. I'm tying my hair up. It's because I'm in a really awkward position and like my hair's like tickling my arms as I'm reading. It's very distracting. And then water sippy. And then refresh my Twitch. There we go, because my internet sucks. Love that for me.
And we keep going.
Oh my god, Makoto. Makoto. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. Actually having a brain, not clickbait, right? I mean, sometimes he says the most truest things, but very, very rarely. Can't say that's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right?
Then maybe Monokuma was an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. I highly doubt it. In that case, there's no way he could have had all of those back and forth conversations with us. He has brain. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Ding dong bing bong.
This is a school announcement.
Are you sure?
You've all probably figured this out by now, but
I'm also gonna adjust my seat because I don't know, everything is out of place. There we go.
at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
True ending mode?
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Hells yeah.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Yes, sir. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Ah! Master! He didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. You're totally useless. I like how Byakuya also tries to be cool. He tries with his bag sprite, yeah. He tries to be cool and edgy, TM, but like it ain't working. So bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. Also, this line of Toko is so underrated. Coffee with cream with no cream or coffee. And now she's gone. And you're gonna be going off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Toko's lines have made me say things that I never thought I'd say on stream. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too. Milo, thank you for the streak.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
And thank you for the— oh my god, headpad! Headpad time. What is Hiro realistically going to do by himself in this investigation? Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
because, I mean,
But up until now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto! That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. And thus we're lonely again. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Indeed. Well, Kyoko, you were gonna go by yourself, but could you take me with you? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our research separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go to before.
Makoto,
Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me, little old me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be the one of us. So that's what I have to prove. The cool back sprite. Yes. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by... Oh, the cool investigating music is back. We're taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed in a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with the Monokuma face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Nice! Places to check have been added to a true bullet section of your handbook. Off we go. Go on, Makoto, show them what you're made of. So, I say that completely forgetting. Ah, yes. All of these rooms. There's the classroom. Aha! Cool. Well, here I am in the bio lab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Where to begin? Even the monitor is frozen. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side... there's some kind of... yeah. Ah, that's it! I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean that this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instructions manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, And the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. How convenient. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Okay. Are we not gonna check inside? There's some kind of weird machine to the wall. The right hand lights are off. While looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Nice. Biolab secret has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. Biolab lights have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that everything? Garden. Okay, this is the biolab. Oh, even in the garden there's more, and the dojo. Okay, back we go. Can I remember my way? Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Is it the chicken coop? There are still just the 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kinda terrified if there were more than that. The shed? Maybe the body is inside the tool shed? I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I needed to check right in here. So there's one other thing. A tarp. A tarp played the key role in the case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to cover the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small how could you not notice? Stamp on the corner of the tarp. It says biolab? Then this originally came from the biolab. Nice. Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So now we know. The body has been taken to the morgue. That's all I really need to check. I really needed to check in here. Leave the area. Dojo time. Water time as well. Oh, Toko. So this is where you are.
What do you want?
What do you want? Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not a single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, they would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me?
Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. No clue? The Makoto, no clue? We'll take her word. What are those rooms? Uh-huh. Is the data lamp that was closed? Or I guess the data lamp, it was open, but still. Hey, Makoto! Ah, Makoto! Are you here to look around too? Is that what you were doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. Yeah! So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, then this one should be open too, right? But... although I couldn't bring myself to open it. I mean... because it might explode, right? And that would really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll just open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath that. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Hello, better put the head tats. I can get my tabs sorted. Alright, here goes nothing. We got that 5 IQ tag team right there. That is better than no IQ. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... huh? Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Should we go on a space exploration? What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Ifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Haven't heard the name in so long. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. What could that mean? Okay. Alright, let's start poking it at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hi, Cherry Bomb. Hello, Geometry. Hello, hello. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Oh god. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center? Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel. I like how this sound effect is canon. Yeah, like we hear it, but it's actually just in the game as well. And I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. I like to think all the sounds are canon. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. I love how explicit we're being. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yeah! Yes, please! I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. It was the chair, wasn't it, on the floor? There's some kind of hatch on the floor. But right now I need to go. Okay, fine. Fine, Makoto. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hello, buddy. Hey! Give me all your donuts! Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted! How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what's this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Does accuracy have 2 R's by any chance? I think?
Can't say spelling was my strongest point.
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Ah, guess what I found. A self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh, man.
Were you seriously gonna push it?
Anyway, I guess that settles it.
The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. But what about the hatch?
Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now?
Monokuma.
Huh? What do you mean?
What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yup, it looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Why are we repeating words? And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true...
It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Then the mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Nice! Monokuma control room has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing.
Okay.
What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean...
Thank you for the head tap better.
Oh well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they've set traps or something?
I can't say that's not possible. But I really hope it's not true. This whole game is like hopes, teehees, and giggles.
So like...
Oh my god, I'm looking back at my stream, I'm so behind compared to real time. I love my internet.
You wanna leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out.
Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you wanna get going?
Yeah.
I wanna check that. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry and get out of here. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door! It just locked on its own. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Rattle, rattle. You're right, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma!
Just a second. Hey, not fair. Don't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot would just up and stop moving. Then that room...
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo!
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you?
It's the hatch!
Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been?
I tried!
Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way! The plot being convenient. The hatch on the floor. Not the hatch on the floor. Oh, it is 1 minute breaky time. 1 minute breaky for making you switch games. It wasn't you necessarily, like I was already thinking. Is there gonna be a good idea? And like, that brought it up, like, maybe it's not the best idea to be streaming that on Twitch if we can get to that point. But I think I'll stream it like another time. We shall see. I am curious to see what it's about, but I've been looking at it and I'm like, at the same time, it's not sussy enough that it will probably get me, you know, off the internet. I don't think it's that bad. At the same time, though, the noises in that game are a bit, and the premise is a bit. So it just made me like reconsider, and I was like, you know what? I miss Danganronpa. That was really it. I love biscuits. Plus, Feder, if I did actually stream it, you would not be to be blamed if anything happened. Don't worry. You're not holding me at gunpoint to play it. And that's why I was concerned and being like, make it a server only. When I do, I'll make sure to make it like around this time and make sure people can actually attend. Or maybe I'll do something like have a stream open at the same time to say you can watch this if you join in the server.
Anyways. Too bad. That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Even if it seems legal, you know the platform. True. I was going for the regulation. It's like, you're allowed to have sexual content. You're allowed to have some nudity in the games as well. If you put the right content warnings. And if you don't, you know, stare at it too much. But I don't know.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but...
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in here? You know, actually getting my voice warmed up with this game helped me recover a bit from the cold. In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice! You've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Mina took off at full sprint. And I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. There was another thing here. Can I remember that map? I don't think so. Oh, the headmaster's room. Yay! This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Are we just gonna not acknowledge each other's existence? It's just better caring. Yippee! Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Sure. What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 student registry. It contains profiles of all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other
Apparently
words...
class number 78, oh 78, refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in here along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Hey there, I'm not absent this time. Hello, bros, hello. Yeah. Yes, I read that line. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. Oh, what? It seems fine now. Why did my stream die?
I already brought the bad luck with me. No, it's okay. We're back. It was literally for a millisecond. I've had a lot worse before. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Oh, what do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Just when I said something wholesome. No. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. I've posed disasters back in my high school days at will. Damn, the power. It's okay, with me, you never know if it's you or not, because I am bound to encounter Scuff. Oh, I did not mean to put it on auto. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. Hope everyone's doing wonderfully. I hope you're doing good too, Wraith. Thank you for stopping by. What?
So, in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that she still didn't have. I wish. Well, you get to be with us, so there is that. You are now here. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us in such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Damn, look at her serving face. I have promised to stop by so I couldn't break it. Aw, thank you. You're the sweetest of vampires indeed. Grrr. Grrr. You're gonna give me diabetes from too much sugar. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background of an entity float close. Oh my god, sorry. Let me read that again. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if it is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. Monster will do that to you? For you? I haven't had Monster since the last time I had it on stream. I kinda miss it. I could add it on my shopping list, because I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow morning, because we ran out of coffee and I haven't had caffeine. I haven't had caffeine for 2 days, can you believe that? Well, yeah, because I had tea 2 days ago, but today I only had non-caffeinated tea. Can you believe that? And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. I haven't had it in about 13 years. Damn! I would not be able to go that much without it. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. Unbelievable to me. I know, right? Shocking. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all responsible measures. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means that the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? Oh. I'm about to hiccup, but I didn't hiccup. A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78? That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Why are we having the measurements in the school files is my question. Like, I understand, you know, the weight, the height, I suppose, medical reasons, right? But why are we having, what is it, like, bust waist hips? Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? I don't know.
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say? There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukura? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible. But it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What do you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Nice! Mukura's profile has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice from me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Oh yeah, let me reload? Refresh my page, because of my stream dying earlier. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Class 78 student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro was apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the ultimate despair hiccups. I must depart now. You have a wonderful remainder of your day. You too. Thank you so much. Do you prefer Ray or Broseph? I must know.
Thank you for stopping by.
Which means her and the mastermind should have been allies. But then why would the mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? Broseph wall. Okie dokes, Broseph, see you later.
Thank you for stopping by.
The bookshelf seems really well made and is filled with files and fake books. Thanks, Makoto. The raper was because someone got my name before me. No! It's okay, you're the OG Broseph here. I must find Kyoko, right? Surely, right? Data center is just Monokuma. Where could she be? Is it the... It was the room for the toilets, but I forgot. Is it the boys' bathroom? The OG Broseph is my name in the Discord server. Yo! Hey yo! I am in your walls, hello? We're back. We are so back. It is not in the bathrooms. Where would Kyoko be? If I had a brain, where would I search? Anywhere here. Maybe it's just the wrong floor, to be fair. The art room? Nah. The rec room. I come to stream act up. I leave this as the same. I sincerely. No worries, it's not your fault, I promise. I just have a particularly awful internet where I'm staying right now. I swear it was the boys' bathroom, right? What do you mean you should avoid Makoto? The school's open. What do you mean? Shim shim shim. Game, help me out. I don't have enough brain cells. Data centers Monokuma. Gym, pool, main area. Damn. Well, we start from the top to the bottom. Go in every room. Because when in doubt, you check everything. No one here. Do this to keep tabs on it. I forgot about these weird ass drawings. And there's of course that classroom. Nothing in here. Let's keep going down. If we search everywhere, I'm sure we're bound to find it. Chem lab? It's okay because we get the really cool music to aid us. I highly doubt she would be in a classroom. What was that run? Oh, that's the data center. Oh, man. This. It's been so long, I don't even remember being in this room. We've been to the headmaster's office. They wouldn't be, unless I talk to Byaku again. Maybe he knows something.
I don't have time to play with you.
God, he's so blunt, it just makes you feel hopeless. And I haven't seen Yasuhiro, have I? Or have I and I've just forgotten? I checked the voice box in this school. I can't go in. Oh no. Okie doke. In physics. In the program. Equipment room, my bad. I would know where to look, but honestly I cannot remember where it was. And my mind is not functioning. So again, I'm just gonna look everywhere. Also, what is the point of this hallway as an architectural point? It makes no sense. But I will let it slide. Ah, the memories. All of the murders. Would she be in the rec room? I'm gonna assume it's probably something on the first floor. I'll check everything just in case. Also, very interesting choices for the wallpaper in these rooms. I will indulge in one more biscuit. And let's be fair, if it was Makoto, he would do the same as I am. Look for every nook and cranny. Reality isn't everything. Yeah, I can see it on the map. There's something here actually. I'll try again. I'll just go to the first floor where I think it might be. Is it anywhere here? Is it just toilets? Anyone in the bin? Another hatch. That's how I got out of here. With any luck, I'll never wind up down there again. It was the smell. The smell was absolutely rancid. Any chance she's in her room? I doubt it. I think she'd be very unhappy for just barging without permission, where you could just not. Anyone in the dining. Why am I stuck all of a sudden? Why am I unable to look right into it? I'll have a look-see again. That's middle afternoon. That's the afternoon. It's not showing me anything for the garden. Maybe, just maybe, I can go in again. Maybe I haven't looked well enough in the shed. Static hex. On the handle it says Crazy Diamond. It's the same one that was written on the back of Mondo's coat. Strange. Maybe actually it's worth going back to the morgue. I just thought about it. Because if the body is gone, it's most likely that. Go on, Makoto. I've read this. Where? Maybe, just maybe in the dojo there's actually something. I must not trust Toko blindly. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. We found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to find Kyoko. Why is this everything? I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'll get going. Then where are the clues? Okay, well I haven't investigated the pool, I guess. Or the gym. Not a bad idea, Makoto. So strange seeing everything we put back together to the way it was. Although I doubt it. What about the gym? Where is anyone? Where are they? Nurse's office. Oh my god. I have 0 brain power today. Please, game. Is it? 1 minute breaky. Maybe in this 1 minute breaking I will have to get some clues. Oh, thank you for the hydroship shit. I just drank some water, but I'll drink some more. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Control room, headmaster's office. Biolab. We've done biolab. Dojo. Garden, tool shed. Leave the tool shed in the garden and return to the hallway. Announcement will play and you will automatically go to the gym. That has not happened. Huh? Have I broken the game? Have I actually broken the game? Not that gym, my bad. There's no envelope. What is happening? Yeah, what is happening? Oh man. I can try going back to the garden. Tool shed. Harp. Biolab. Is this all because I went to the biolab instead of the tool shed, the garden first? So if I return to the hallway, I should get an announcement. There is no announcement. Fantastic. Great. No, I have one way of doing this, and that is I'll save this. But I may have to just go back and just skip, cause why? Why did this happen? Thank you for the sub, Shreepshe. Thank you for the 7 months. That's crazy. I need to do more rewards. Okay, recap of everything that's happened for the past 2 hours. We escaped. I think I just broke the game. I think that's what happened. More daily life, yes. Danganronpa. Your scheduled program will return to what it. This channel will turn to its scheduled I don't know how I'm meant to say it. I will go back to where I was if I just catch up. And we're out. And my stream dies. Fantastic. I can't even tell what I was writing because my OBS notification was there. I can spell dies. Yeah, see, if you're trying to do something that you're not meant to, the game stops you, so clearly something was wrong. And then we went to the dining hall.
Shall we go?
No, my bad, Jim. I haven't talked to Monokuma yet. Why does it keep dying? It's gonna sound very funny on the recording.
Well.
And we're back. So we have our little talk with Monokuma and convince him. Skip button, my beloved. Let's just pretend like we haven't seen this today.
Right.
And we go to the dining. Here comes everyone.
Is that...
What?
Miss Clear. I hope it is a glitch and I didn't do this for nothing and I was just being stupid.
I see.
I go and grab a pizza and suddenly you're here again. What happened? What happened is, I don't know. I think there was a glitch. Like, I was looking around everywhere and nothing. Like, I was looking it up to see if I just missed a clue. But apparently I was meant to get like a message from the game to go to the gym and I just never did. So I think I literally messed up the game file. So I'm going through what happened again. Speed running it, if you will. It's a time loop. No, you just missed something. I swear I looked everywhere. I went back, like I literally went back and I checked. We're here now. We're almost back to where we were. How far back are you? Just a smidge. Okay, let's get started. Let's actually go. I'm gonna go back to the garden first. Because I think this is where my mistake was. Instead of, you know, just going through here, I went to the bio lab. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? There's still just the 4 chicken left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... I have no idea where. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. Maybe there is one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so we better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Oh, I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab. Nice, tarp has been added to the trick bullet section of your handbook. There's all different kinds of gardening tools. No matter how hard I look, I don't see anything. I was going to click on that. Is that pickaxe? On the handle it says Crazy Diamond. It's the same thing that was written on the back of Mondo's coat. That pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. Strange. It's fertilizer, or either way it's not related to the case, so it doesn't really matter. It's those flower pots. Nothing seems out of the ordinary thing. I can check my list. Nom. Nom nom. Tell no more. I don't think it's related to the case. That's all I really needed to check here. But where could the body have gone? I better start looking for it. And now I go to the biolab. Well, here I am in Biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's a stack of tarps in here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall, and on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. On the other side... I can actually get to that. There's some kind of weird machine or something built in the wall. I've seen something like this before. And that's it, I've been seeing this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean the biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated system have been activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. There's some kind of weird machine. Have you figured it out? It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Biolab's secret added to the truthful section of the handbook. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that is defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other options. I've just realized, this whole time, where's the... not the report cards, the... Monokuma file. Places to check. Headmaster's room, biolab, Monokuma door data center, second floor of the dormitory area. I think that's what I just missed. I just didn't know how to get to the second floor. Maybe that's why. Maybe I've just wasted some time. Let me load. Let me save. And let me load the other one because it's a bit further ahead. How do I get to the second floor of the dormitory? Gym. Dormitory first floor. Hope speaks second floor. Oh my god. How do I get there? Third, fourth, fifth. Where's the upstairs? Is it for the boys' bathroom? How are you lost again? I don't know. I'm just lost. I'm a lost soul. I have no brain. Because... no report card, my god. Bullets. Places to check. Second floor of the dormitory area. Where is that? Maybe I've just forgotten how to access it. Laundry. Wait, there was a... Oh my god, there's stairs. For what? I need a minute break for that. Oh my god. What? I always forget about this area existing. Why? Why, game? Why? Well, the gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms. Yippee. Which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. Oh no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up in here or something. There is one room. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Nice! Got coins, yippee! I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Can I go in the girls' bathroom? Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Okay. I like how they still have the fish tanks here. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope Speak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Do I look for each one? There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. But there is a coin! Don't worry, it happens. I have big brain, worry not. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. As much as I look around for coins, I've wasted enough time by just existing. And looking at things where I shouldn't have been. We all get lost sometimes. Yeah, but that bad. To the point where I'm like, maybe there's something wrong with the game, let me just reload it. This room doesn't really feel like a student. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still haven't one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Why is she so small? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Start here. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know. Human error is common, so it's alright. If you say so.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They have the worst sorts of people whose driving forces come from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. Nice. The ultimate despair has been added to the thrift bullet section of your handbook. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Anything I'm missing? The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Nice! Wait. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? Yeah, sure, buddy.
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze? There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC, and that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, it's not really nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all of his paperwork, all of the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, me too, girl, me too. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as a password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it. Beep. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Why? Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I guess we'll go for it. There's a brightly colored box in here. It seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? I really like how you pronounce Makoto, thank you. They really made it Englishified. I just think of the Japanese pronunciation. It's just like Makoto. I can't say it like that. I'm sorry. Although sometimes I do by accident. Are you saying it's something that will make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What do you mean, just as you thought? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there, human bones!
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box, those bones, that body, that's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on. How can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
in other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked into the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Nice! Hidden room present has been added to the drift bullet section of your handbook. How nice. Huh? This picture? She's so cute. It's all faded, it must be pretty old. Wait, is that a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
Why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me.
That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Nice! Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster has been added to a trip for this section of your handbook. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look, but I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey,
It's fine. Check whatever you want. You sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, or our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clues. I really want to check it out, but I already... Okay.
hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. Cup. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitation, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Oh, but Kyoko! I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Nice! Headmaster's e-handbook has been added to a true bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it will only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just
need
a
to-
second.
Get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad, and you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he'd hope to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. Sorry, I can't do that. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, that I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed an evil deed. Thank you for the head pat, Peter. They killed the headmaster. Killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope Speak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope Speak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... Oh my god, again, we've heard this so many times today. It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. The only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the main hall, and add Mukuro to the mix, you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Puffing time. I'm back. Oh my god. Gosh, your uni Wi-Fi, right? It's not even uni! No, my uni Wi-Fi... You know what? I think I should just stream from uni. My uni Wi-Fi is brilliant. My home Wi-Fi sucks. I took a biscuit out of anger. Give me a second. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Kyoko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Should I go back in? There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk about her, to her, but I'd better give her some more time. Where to now? So it's not a property of your uni. I have never had the luxury of staying in a property owned by my university, unfortunately. They only offer it to first-year students. Okay, but like, where to now? Can I go downstairs? Oh my god, why was I tweaking? How many breaky? It's the warehouse. Maybe people are in the dining. And yeah, the delay is about 30 seconds, I guess. Yerp. I'm like reading stuff in real time. And the only way I can easily fix that is restarting stream, which quite frankly I'm not doing. Sometimes, you know, when it's going crazy, it actually does reset by itself. Like when it's breaking. Have I? Headmaster's room, biolab, data sets, and drawings. But like, what now? I'm just checking to see if there's anything I missed. Or maybe it'll actually show me on the map. It's a locker room. Is there anything in the locker room? Is there any locker that's not broken?
Rattle, rattle. No, it's locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. It must be how you get the door open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers of the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open this. So does that mean? Well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... Bzzz, no luck. Maybe the only locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but... what about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Would it be funny if the provider was Virgin Media? It would be very hilarious. I literally do not know. I have no idea how we're getting Wi-Fi. Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader and beep! Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. What about the other ones? I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. Nope, don't see anything that could be a clue. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. One Scottish Vituberno, one's called Air Support, live on stream. Oh my god, how did that go? Because I can't imagine it going that well. I once again took Bicky because I love Bickies. I'm gonna read with Bicky in my mouth for a bit. There's some writing inside, it could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Oh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I've never heard before. The shock on his face. There's a plan to turn Hope Speak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our students, prodigies, safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. I mean, we can visit her later and she can tell you about the Virgin Media horrors. God! Have I ever had Virgin Media? I've never had Virgin Media. Apart from my second year in uni, but that one was fine. Because I chose a package that was decent. They did like a student offer. I don't know. I had issues with the people in that house. I can't remember that well. What was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Memory wipe. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happened to be the headmaster, and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning from my mind just started spinning that much faster. when I looked at it. Unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us and so we survive. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. I didn't read that quickly enough. How could this possibly make any sense? There's a second despair. My stream is so behind, Jesus. Locker pocketbook has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. Beep. Ah. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Huh, a crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. It's a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Oh. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and as natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? Yasuhiro Hagakure. There was no denying what I saw. Stream just like me for us? Me trying to look for Danganronpa clues? Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, it can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Nice! Locker notebook has been added to the true bullet section of your handbook. But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to other people here? To the people here, sorry. A notebook that seemed like it belonged to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seemed like it belonged to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. What about this one? Nothing. Ding dong, bing bong!
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What now? He wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, but there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. Hiccup. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? Hi. I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. Dun, dun, dun. Damn, look at us. Oh, look at everyone's faces. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba? And this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that. Just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Well, mostly. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. This is the counter covering the most important part. Her eyes, oh my god, you're right. Oh, that's my whole stream. It's so behind. Where's the bit counter thingy? Move that up. Professional streamer here. Absolutely professional. Thank. I don't know how behind I am, by the way. There's like 30 seconds delay. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and we didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing here, you know? So, I mean, get out! But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions.
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That would be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Nice, group photo has been added to a triplet section of your handbook. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Da-da-da-da-da. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you.
Makoto! Sorry, gotta go.
What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop.
Yeah, why?
Why won't you talk to me?
Damn.
What was the next one? In the archive. I always forget where the entrance is. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we can talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends.
Hey, Byakuya, wait!
But of course he didn't. He just walked away.
What the?
Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. No one wants to talk to me. Sorry.
Hey, Hiro! Makoto!
What's going on with you?
Every time I see you, you freak out like that.
No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me, like he was afraid of me. Why? I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Here we go.
Ooh. It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold I think I might catch a cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see. What? I wasn't asleep? I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny?
God, this girl. Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. The last thing I remember is me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time we switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned.
Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember.
So it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory has been added to the triplet section of your handbook. But I want to know all I want to know right now.
Where's my little darling? Tell me now, or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes, yes.
By himself? I assume so.
I'm
I knew it! I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things monster. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. The fridge is open, but I'm sure we're still... Oh, they were all shut tight the last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it open hanging like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body's in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did? Because they assumed we didn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? I'll just wait. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Oh, why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what was done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. It's a fridge meant for storing the bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Makoto's so squeamish after all this time. Oh. It's the same. Anything new? It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. I think we've established that. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9 lights? Update. Biolab lights have been updated to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I've already looked for this instruction manual. More importantly, what? Do the tarps have anything new? You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same one that I found in the garden tool shed.
And if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. Oop, 1 minute breaky. Oh my god, why am I pixelated kinda? Jesus, everything's going funny. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over there. Tarp has been updated. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed in a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. Oh my god, I need to cough 1 second. God. Oh, no, I need to cough more. Okay, I think I'm done. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but that file doesn't said that they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say that they were old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Yoko's account has been added to the trip bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They were indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Why is my stream down? Womp womp. Stream is down. I doubt anyone's watching this far into the recording, but in case you are, the stream is down and I'm just waiting for it. There we go. Update. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile has been updated to the triplet section of your handbook.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then
it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. It's kind of chilly, innit? Oh wait, are we not gonna put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? Part of the ultimate despair. Back to business, right? But she still got killed. She's still a victim. Have you ever heard of the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still... You really are naive, you know that. It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now, you snooze, you lose. Hey Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but it feels like I have to ask. What? Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
what?
What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of the lockers, you'd need a handbook of wherever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found the pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner would be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid the picture might be worse than anything you could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook, that way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Okay, reconnection successful. No? Yes? No? I can try lowering the bit frame. That's the... Where is it? Stream. Does this help? Are we back? I can't tell. I'm also getting really warm. I keep going from hot to cold, as you may know, from my cold. And now my internet's not working, period. That's why. Great. Fantastic. Love that for me. I think it's back. You know the Wi-Fi symbol? Like I was getting 2 out of 4. Oh my god. I'm gonna keep going. It's fine now. It's so doable, I think.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
So,
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. And there it drops again. Now it's reconnected. Okay. Now this makes sense right now. But I guess that means... I'm gonna what? I'm gonna what? That means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to a truthfulness section of your handbook.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? Is it back? It's back. All because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. That is just one reason to follow through on that. Sorry, this is just... Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death I can't read anymore, and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous, there's just no understanding, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So that's it for my rambling. There's still much more to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncovered is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up on hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Hello there. Hello there. Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind a final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Actually, let me just quickly go there. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then.
You know,
Are you ready to
even
begin?
with friends not being the nicest, at least you had stable Wi-Fi for real. Literally, for real. Should I just, like, flipping go to uni to stream at this point? The voice I heard was of the man positioned in one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Okay, we're back. It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You... Oh my god, what was my Sayaka voice like? You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school?
I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up until now. But only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? Sorry. As I sat here thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. It's me! Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. Okay, we're back.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
That can't be real. I said
I'm
yes?
sorry I'm putting you through all this,
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
but I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Ina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with her headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he'd asked her this question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. Wilter erupts soon. Come along and find out, right? From the stream ending or like, sorry, from the stream like dying or my throat dying? One or the other, or both. That's what failure is, right? Makoto truly the ultimate unlucky student confirmed. Right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Thank you for the hydrate photo. I hydrated. Well, whatever. If I watched the whole thing, I'd just be... Even if I'd watched the whole thing, I'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question and then they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge exasperated sigh. Ugh. But as I did, oh dear, I remember something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. And at that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in the favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated. Ding dong bing bong!
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started.
Until dawn.
The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again.
The umlaut.
You know where.
And this is about to begin again. Everything has a beginning and an end is where I'm saving. My throat needs a break. It's been so fun. We get the final class trial next time. Let's see. Is my internet holding up? My internet seems completely fine now, by the way. How interesting. Let's see, who do we say hi to? Who do we raid? Let me put some music as we decide. Oh, let me stretch. That was a good stream, right? Oh, my back feels much nicer. My internet completely fine now. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's go see some arts. Thank you everyone for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Teehee.
Bye bye. Thank you, thank you.